I want your opinion about the performance by Bad Bunny.
That was legendary. That was historic. I'm so happy that you asked me that. J. Cole dropped his what's intended, and I'll explain why I keep focusing on this word. But what was intended to be his last album got dropped on February 6th. The Fall Off. The Fall hyphen off. I would say. Well, hold on. Give me just a moment.
One eternity later.
So I could just read the song title on the back. You know. So that's what I was telling you, right? So disc 29 is a disc 1 through 12, or 1 through 11 technically. Then he added a bonus song, which was track 12, and then track. This is his first studio setup. This is the picture he took when he set up, like he was making music with his first. I don't know. You tell me what's for the first time. What's good, everybody? Yo, I was on the phone just now with my little cousin, and then Nishant was. I was like, Nishant, did you catch any of that? Because this was a little cousin from my dad's side. She's like a second cousin. She's like a distant cousin. Anyway, so I was like, yo, did you catch any of that, Nishant? And Nishant's like, it was in Punjabi, so not really. Man, this dude used to live in Punjab. Don't let him fool you, man. Don't let him fool you. He knows. He knows.
Like I can understand like 80% of Punjab. Like I stayed there for like maybe 1.5 hours, one and a half years. So I understand majority of the Punjabi. Okay,
That's
I
cool. You
can't
could
speak.
tell. You could
I
say
can tell
something
you.
that you could say something that most people can't. You lived in Punjab.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty dope, man.
Yes.
That's pretty
Plus,
dope.
when you were in India, like whenever you're talking to your family in Punjabi, or your family in Punjab, okay, in Punjabi, I could understand like what you're saying completely.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, so more or less, a lot of the people that you were around were Punjabi too, I'd imagine, right? At the
yeah,
school.
yeah, yeah. Even the professors and all, everyone. Yeah,
Yeah. So you said you got the best sleep in the wintertime in Punjab because you had the thick comforters and yeah.
it's called Rajai.
Yes.
Okay, it's like a very thick blanket.
Mhm.
Okay, and it's 1 degree Celsius, 2 degrees Celsius outside, right, in Punjab. And I used to stay in the ninth floor, which is the topmost floor of my hostel, right? And we don't have the system called the heating system in the whole like apartment or hostel. We don't have that in India, right? So it's super cold. Okay, either you buy your own heater, which was I think it was not allowed in my hostel, so it was super cold. You're just inside, like wearing sweaters and jackets and everything, and on top of it, the blanket. Okay, the very thick blanket. It's just for the winters of Punjab or winters in the north parts of India, right? So yeah, you don't feel like waking up, man. Once you're there, you're just there. But I used to still push myself, like, no, you have to wake up. So every day at 6, I used to wake up, no matter
Yeah.
how. Like I used to shiver. I used to
Wow.
drink a hot glass of water and just warm up. That's it.
So two things about that. One,
Huh.
they now sell weighted blankets here in America. I don't know if you've heard of those.
Okay. No,
Have you
I'm
heard of
not.
them? They
No.
sell weighted blankets here. This is a big phenomenon. Like I would say, maybe like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you start seeing them a lot more. You start
Okay.
hearing people talk about them a lot more. So they sell
Mm-hmm.
these weighted blankets that come
Mm-hmm.
in different like weights, and essentially
Mm-hmm.
when you sleep with this thing, like it's like a rajai, but like it's heavy. Like they lace it with metals or something just to make it like really really heavy.
Mm.
So I'm talking if you fold it and you throw it at somebody, like that will like knock the wind out of them. Like I remember my buddy
Ah, okay.
threw me his
Mm.
weighted blanket. He's like, "Oh, here, catch this," and then he like threw it onto me. Like, oh, like it just like it sent me into the chair. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh man.
yeah, so
Early, like you guys never had that earlier?
we don't have the concept of the rajai, which is like a really really thick heavy blanket.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have that here, right? We have comforters that are thick
Mm.
generally. I really love the comforter in the room that I'm sleeping in right now. It's so nice. Like,
Okay.
wow. Like I don't know where we pulled it out of, but we just recently pulled it out and I've been
Mm-hmm.
loving it. I've been looking forward to go to sleep. That's how nice it is. I'm like looking forward to. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to go to sleep. But the idea of the actual like weighted blanket where they use whatever metals or material to make it heavy, it's literally heavy. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm talking when it's on you, like
Mm-hmm.
you have to like push it off, like
Mm.
you can't just like it's on you, like you're like stuck in one position.
Yeah.
It's that thick. And so people say you get better sleep with it because it feels like someone's like holding you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um but
Is it cheaper compared to a comforter?
no, it's more expensive.
No.
A weighted
Oh.
blanket's more expensive, yeah. And like I said, they
Mm.
sell different weights, so you can get one that's like,
Mm.
I don't even know what the highest is, but I'm sure it gets pretty nuts. You can get, I think
Why would anyone need that?
the one that my buddy had was like 15 pounds. It was a
Like we
15 pound.
okay. Wow.
It was like a 20 pound blanket, something crazy. It was. I remember
Mm.
like when I was trying to fold it in the morning, I was
Uh,
like,
that's the gym workout.
yeah. Oh god.
By the way, guys, it's 11:52 p.m. I'm completely active from Bhubaneswar, and Rana looks like he's out from the St. Louis County Jail. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got me this and the
Mm-hmm.
sweatpants for that match with this, and then they're about to be business owners. They're opening, or I mean, they already are. Like they already work. They have their family owns liquor stores and things like that, but they're about to now embark on their first location for the Brass Tap, which is kind of like a Bar Louie situation. I don't know what to compare it to, but it's essentially like a bar restaurant fusion hybrid sort of thing where they have beers on tap, all these beers, like
Mm-hmm.
dozens of beers just on tap. So you could just, get it and they pull the lever down and so and then they got a food menu and things like that. So they're opening that. It's slated for March 2nd. Once it opens, we could, invite them as the owners of the Brass Tap. Like, 'cause it's
Mm.
a chain. It's a
Okay.
it's a chain. I don't know if it's an international chain or just national, but they have chains here all over America. So we could be like, yo, Brass Tap, the Brass Tap franchisees join the iCover podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could do something like that. But man,
Your friends, they are Gujarati, right?
yeah, they're the ones who I flew back with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know Gujarat is the dry state, right?
yeah, yeah. I know that. Yeah, that was funny. Um, I'll just say it wasn't a dry state for us when we went. I'm gonna just say that. I'm saying us like I drink. I don't even drink, but even though I act like I do. See,
That's
that's
the
me without alcohol. That's why I don't need alcohol. I don't need no intoxicants because look at how I act already. But this beanie right here, this is from a store called Sweet Life. It was a streetwear shop.
mm-hmm.
Um, it doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately, or maybe there is an online presence. I don't know. I gotta check, but this was like I think the first streetwear shop I ever walked into in my life. This was back in 2014. It was on the Del Mar Loop, which is in University City here in Missouri. A really cool business district, really really fun, really really nice. Whenever you come, I'd love to take you there. I mean, we would have to go there. It's like not even a question. It's one of those places. It's really cool. But they had this. They were like closing their store. Like they were gonna switch locations. So they're closing their store in the Loop, and so he did like a blowout sale where everything was like 50% off or something like that, 40%,
Mm-hmm.
50%, 60%. So this hat he had for 50% off. I saw the hat. It just like I was like, yo, and they got their like their logo on it, Sweet Life.
Mm-hmm.
So Swede Life or Swed Life stands for streetwear everyday life. So it was I
Oh,
just
okay.
didn't get it, but a lot of stories in this hat, man. This hat lived through a lot of moments. I'm telling you, this hat.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this hat now for I think a decade. I've had it for a
Mm-hmm.
decade. since 2016. I've had it. So, yeah, I've always had a lot. People like this is one of my trademark pieces. Like this is one of my clothing accessories that people like. Oh yeah, like yeah, that's it. Like it ain't a question. If I leave it somewhere, if I leave it at somebody's house, it's not a question like, oh, whose beanie is this? They know it's mine. You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
they know it's
That's
mine.
your identity.
This is one of my pieces for sure. And then it works now, right? Because of the orange.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm actually wearing I'm not forget the butter chicken spot. Forget the butter chicken spot. I'm wearing the iCover Direct colors right now. Navy blue and orange. That's
That's a coincidence.
Q ad. No, but hey Nishant, have you heard about iCover Direct?
No, what's that?
Of course you have, you silly. We work for the company. If you want life insurance in as quick as 5 minutes with no agents, no medical exams, check out iCoverDirect.com. That's iCoverdirect.com and go through the application process just to see what your quote looks like, what your monthly premium looks like. It doesn't take long at all, truly. I mean, the amount of times that I've gone through it just to, see what it looks like to remind myself, or literally to remind myself how wonderful and quick the process is. I do it. I've done it so many times, and it's so simple, so quick, so easy. I still have a hard time believing it to this day. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't need anybody's help, but if you do need help, you could reach out to us via the phone number that you'll see in the application process, or via email, or literally just reach out to Nishant and I, however which way, whether it's email, LinkedIn, find our personal socials. It's not that hard. And yeah, Nishant.
And trust me, it's 2026. Getting a life insurance policy for your family is the best gift you can give them this year. So trust me, you don't even have to leave your house. All you need is your mobile phone or your computer, right? Go to icodirect.com. No medical exams, no documents. You can ignore everything, right? All you have to do is answer a few personal questions, a few medical questions, and that's it. That's it. In less than 5 minutes, you can secure your family. Will do it, will do it. No, but okay. I want your opinion about the performance by Bad Bunny.
That was legendary. That was historic. I'm so happy that you asked me that. I didn't think I'm glad you mentioned it because I was wanting to bring it up. So you
Mm-hmm.
asking me that makes me happy. That's what tells y'all. I don't know what we don't know the talking points in these solo episodes. That's the beauty of it. We just kind of go off riff. We don't know what we're going to talk about really. And even with the guest episodes, even then we don't know what we're going to say. I think Nishant does have questions. Me, I typically have a few questions in my mind, but usually I kind of just go off of what they're saying more so. But
Mm-hmm.
Nishant has some really, really nice, thought-provoking questions, which you usually find in the clips. He thinks from that perspective. What's going to be good for like an engagement piece that people are going to want to tune into, right? If we chop those
Mm-hmm.
clips up. So I think this is one of those moments here right now. I feel like so if you were to ask me how I feel about last night's halftime performance, it was one of the best halftime performances of all time. It was historic. It was absolutely necessary given the times. If you're here, you know. If you're not here, you still know. The climate is where it is because of how it is, unfortunately. But he gave such a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful piece of art for us to watch for those 13 to 15 minutes, right? It's insane the time that you're given. It's a 15-minute window. So you have to think like in these 15 minutes, how do I set up my set, do my set, and then disperse my set, right? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
so even the little things like having people dress up into the bushes and
Mm-hmm.
the bushes showing up, and so like they didn't do anything. I actually
Yeah.
thought they were going to start dancing and things, but they didn't. That was literally just so they can get in and get out fast, because they could just
Mm-hmm.
like move like really fast and then set up and then get up and leave. So I love the video packages. The video packages were wonderful. That was very WWE. Bad Bunny's a huge WWE fan. I actually
Mm.
saw Bad Bunny. The only time I've seen Bad Bunny live was at the Royal Rumble here in 2022 in St.
Oh,
That's the only
okay.
time I've
Yeah.
seen
Mm.
in person. And I went with Josh, and Josh didn't tell me. It like got leaked who was going to show up at the Royal Rumble. You know how it is. Like the leaks kind of
Mm-hmm.
happen
Yeah.
I didn't know what I didn't see the leaks, so he says there's a surprise for you. This you're gonna be very happy today. Like you're gonna leave very happy. Like and so then Bad Bunny came out, or I think Booker T started playing, and Bad Bunny. Like, that was awesome, man. Like I'm telling you, this is one thing that hip hop was in the house last night because hip hop I'm always going to tell everyone it's the strongest force in the world, right? Like there's not a more impactful culture than hip hop itself, and I'll tell you, Bad Bunny's very much from that cloth. He
Mm.
he came out rapping. He's now much more in the pop lane, and the stuff he performed last night was definitely more in the pop reggaeton lane. But he's a rapper, bro. Like I don't want nobody to forget that. I really try to make sure people understand each and every time. So this is now 2 years in a row we've had a rapper that got to perform the halftime, and both were, I think last year where the focus is more on the message and less on not to say that anything was compromised, but more so the message was the focus more than the music. This time the music was more the focus than the message, but both times made sure that both parts were equally important, right? So I think that was interesting to see the flip, the contrast, that where Kendrick Lamar focused on the message more than the music, but is equally as important as the music, whereas Bad Bunny focused on the music more than the message, but it was just as equally as important, right? So it was a party, man. It was a party. He turned the whole stadium into a party. Like I grabbed Rabia. Rabia was here. I grabbed her hand. I started, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Because I actually speak Spanish. A lot of people don't know
Yes,
that.
you do. Yeah.
They're asking me, my family's asking me, what's he saying? What's he saying? I'm like, dang, I'm like having to be the live transcript. I'm like translating everything in real time. But everything was wonderful about it. I loved all the guest appearances. I loved the Lady Gaga Die with a Smile Spanish rendition. I loved all of it. I mean, every choice that was made last night, it was really good. I think this is the issue with doing it live. The only thing that I could gripe about, if I really, really wanted to gripe about something, but this is something that you hear, this happens almost all the time, is the audio was a little hard to understand, like live. It was a little tough. Like there was moments where you couldn't really understand what he was saying because you got crowd noise, you got, I mean, people around me literally in the room making noise and things like that. So I was really trying to like catch it all. But the cool thing is now we live in an age where everything is recorded. So now, you can go back and watch it on YouTube. So I will definitely rewatch that later today. I was looking for it last night. I don't think it was uploaded last night. It might be uploaded now. I don't know. I got to check.
It is. I've already watched it twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the only other thing that again, this is just me picking at things. I already love it so much. There's really nothing that I could say bad about it. So the only other thing would be Cardi B was in the building, so I wish they performed "I Like It," which is Cardi B featuring then Bad Bunny and J Balvin. So I don't think J Balvin was there. I can't remember if he was, but because they brought like a whole bunch of Latin American or just Latin, stars, right? They had Jessica Alba, they had Pedro Pascal, they had Cardi B, Karol G, they had like Ricky Martin had his own little, part with fire. Like, oh my god. So it was fire. And I just, like I said, so I wish they performed that, but it already had been done before. Jennifer Lopez did it with Bad Bunny and J Balvin one time, which is strange because it was Cardi B's song, but then Jennifer Lopez. Anyway, whatever. I love the video packages. I loved how seamless they were integrated. Like, it was so nice. And that's, I think, the first time I've seen that happen, where they literally interlocked the video package with the live performance and used it like that. Which was, like I said, which is why I referenced WWE earlier. That was very WWE because they do that all the time. With WWE. So, historic. First time we've had a Spanish halftime, like where the music was 90% Spanish, or so I can't complain. The messaging was beautiful. Everything was beautiful. Guyana, my
Mhm.
fiance's country of origin, not her, like she was born here, but her parents and her a good chunk of her lineage before after India and before
Mhm.
US was Guyana. So, she's Guyanese and they had a Guyana flag and he shouted out
Yeah.
Guyana, right? So that was a big moment. I called it out. I'm like, oh, like, "Oh, look, the Guyana flag." And she was like, no, no, that wouldn't make sense. And then she saw it, she's like, oh my God. It
Did
was
he give a shout out to India too? I think he did, right?
no, no, no. He just did
No?
all the idea
South
of the
America.
it was the every North American country, Central American country, and South American country.
Ah, okay.
So Guyana being a South American country.
Mhm.
Uh and I think he did it in the order. I think he like shouted them out in the order of it like going down. So from Canada,
Mm.
US, and all the way down. But it was and then the message on the screen, right? It was nothing. I can't remember nothing. The only thing that's stronger than hate is love or
Stronger than
something.
hate is love. Yes.
Yeah.
I was flying with the, firecrackers. It was
Yeah.
good.
It was
And the point where he gave his Grammy to the little kid, right?
I love that.
That was a
I,
message to it.
I love that. Yeah, the fact that they got it on the box TV, his Grammy.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was, oh my God, because he didn't know he was gonna win the Grammy.
No, he didn't.
Like so like that was
His reaction is it's going viral, right? He's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
this or like this, right? Yeah.
He starts crying. 'Cause I mean, I would too. He's the like you would never. He made history. He made history
Mm.
twice. You know how hard that is to get Album of the Year Grammy, let alone to be nominated for the Grammys.
Yeah.
You know, eh, the Album of the Year Grammy is the Grammy to win, right? It's like
Mm.
it's the last Grammy they present. So forget winning Album of the Year to win a Grammy. Forget winning a
Mm.
Grammy to get nominated for a Grammy. Forget getting nominated for a Grammy to have a platform, to have fans, to get invited to the Grammy.
Yeah.
Forget getting invited to the Grammy, to make art that curates a following around the world. His
Mm.
music has transcended Latinos, Latinas. It's like everyone loves his music, right? You go to his concert, there's people that don't know a lick of Spanish, but they're there. They
Mm.
buy floor seats just so they can, catch a vibe.
Mhm.
Wow, I was really happy. I mean, I cried. I mean, it was
Yeah, you told me.
yeah. So I loved it. I loved all of it.
What do you think of the match?
It was boring,
Yeah.
but it was. I didn't. I wanted the Patriots to win, but
Hmm.
uh, not to say that I have anything against the Seahawks. I don't really watch sports like that, but growing up, I did like the Patriots quite a bit. Along
Hmm.
with the Packers and the Vikings. Those were the three teams that I liked a lot.
Mm.
So just off of that, I was like, oh, like hopefully the Patriots win, but the Patriots lost, unfortunately. So
By the way, do you want to talk about the new album of Jay-Z?
of J. Cole?
J. Cole, sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. No, you're good. No, at first I was like, I like you made me my soul left my body for a second. I
I
thought
saw
Jay
you.
album.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, one moment, hold on. There's moments where now Nishant will send me a link and I'll be like, what? That happened? There's like a Drake song that came out. I'm like, oh, what?
The student
Yeah.
is becoming the master slowly. I'm just sending links. That's it.
So J. Cole dropped his what's intended, and I'll explain why I keep focusing on this word, but what was intended to be his last album got dropped on February 6th, The Fall Off. The
Mm.
Fall hyphen off, which I wish it was just the fall off, just three words, not no hyphen, but whatever. That's just me being that's just my captions brain coming out. But um I just wanted it to match perfectly because his first project was the come up. So this
Hmm.
being ties is a perfect bow tie, the fall off, so
Yeah.
it was he dropped it on February 6th because the numbers 26 is very significant to where he's from. and he even has a song on the album called 2-6, and he dropped a music video for that, which you sent to me, which is called 2-6. So I mean, for that song rather. So that's track 2 on disc 1, I believe. So it's a 2-disc album. It's a double album that they call it. So it's disc 1 is disc he's calling it disc 29, and
Mm-hmm.
disc 2 is disc 39. So disc 1 is, disc 29 is ages 29 to 38, and then disc 39 is 39 to present day, which I believe he's 41 now, if I'm not mistaken. So but a lot happened in those 2 years, right?
Mm.
A lot happened in those 2 years, and he makes these community notes to his fans about what's going on. So or rather, just to kind of talk directly to the fans to explain things. So when he, revealed the cover, he explained like why this cover looks like this. When he revealed the back cover with all the music titles, he explained why this is disc 29, why this is disc 39. Initially, it was supposed to be one disc, but then he says that a lot has happened again, like in the last 2 years, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
with the Great Rap War, the reset, the big bang, that just like
yeah. Mm-hmm.
where everybody, all walks of life, forgot about what they're doing and looked at hip hop, like what is going on over there. So you had all these
Yeah.
people that did not know a lick of nothing that are like, whoa, what is happening, right? It was
Mm-hmm.
out throughout the world. So that that was like one of the best times of my life. I That was just, oh my god, like when the world is now like focusing on what you always what when the world finally sees what you see,
Mm-hmm.
from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep for your entire existence. Now everyone else is also like looking at that, right? Like it's like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
yeah, like come on in, like you're opening the door to the party, like yeah, come on in. And then they left, unfortunately, but it's
yeah.
okay,
Mm.
we're still here. So
So, what
uh,
were your top three songs of the album?
wow, I know, I didn't even talk about how I feel about it. I love the album so much. If I had to, I love the album so much. I mean,
Mm.
so much is an understatement. I've cried. I've listened to it multiple times, start to finish. I've cried. I love it. If I had to answer your question for top 3 favorite songs, I would say, well, hold on. Give me just a moment. So I could just read the song titles on the back. Uh, you know. So, that's what I was telling you, right? So disc 29 is a disc
Yeah.
1 through 12, or 1 through 11 technically. Then he added a bonus song, which was track 12, and then track uh 13 to 24. So anyway,
To
uh,
everyone who's watching this, Rana is gonna get married this year. So you all must be thinking, is he saving money? I'm like,
this is his first studio setup. This is the picture he took when he set up, like he was making music with his first, beat
mm-hmm.
machine and things like that. So this is there's 2 covers for this album. So this is cover number 1. Cover number 2 is on the disc that I bought. It's still coming in the mail, but man, I think I'm gonna have to get my weight down. I'm gonna have to start running again. I'm gonna have to get my fitness back up and get my health right, because I want to make sure that my monthly premium is low when I start paying for this life insurance policy. Go ahead and get yourself a life insurance policy on iCoverDirect.com. You can get one in as quick as 5 minutes. No medical exams, no agents' involvement at all. Just you, a stable internet connection, your phone or your laptop, a few questions, a little bit of your time, like I said. And yeah, at least see how much it's going to cost you. I mean, you'll be in disbelief, I promise you. Back to the show. Yeah, so if I had to, let's see, I'll hold it like this. If I had to pick my top 3 songs, let's do.
Mm-hmm.
mm, so the second half of this song, I've listened to so much. Track 11, which is technically like the last song on disc 29, like to go with this concept, and then this was the bonus song that he added on to afterwards. But like this song,
Mm-hmm.
the second half is woo. This one's special. So if I
Bombs in
had
the
to,
Well,
bombs in the Ville and hit the gas.
hit the gas. Okay.
Yeah, like it's like one song but like 2 different parts. So I'd say if I had to pick, I'd say hold on. Let's see. I'll do number one would be The Fall Off is Inevitable, which was the
Mm-hmm.
first song that he revealed off this project. It was initially called Disc 2 Track 2, but now it's called The Fall Off is Inevitable. So
Mm-hmm.
that's number one. Number two would be uh I Love Her Again.
Mm-hmm.
And then number three would be Bombs in the Ville hit slash hit the gas.
Mm.
If I had to pick like two more just honorable mentions, I'd say What If, where he raps from the perspective of Biggie and Pac, like apologizing to each other. Like it, come on, man. Like so I'll do that. And then I'd also say Who the is you? That was really
Mm.
good. That's my top five. If I had to, because three is hard. Honestly, I can rank the whole album for you, like from start to finish. Like, but man, like no, not many people can do what he did with this project. So it's just if it is his last project, it's he did it perfectly. So that's all.
Mm.
But I hope it's not. That's just me being selfish from a consumer's, from a fan's perspective. But man, he just it's nuts what he did. Oh, and something that a lot of people that might be watching this or this whoever this clip reaches in front of that might not know, he so this is a picture of his room
Okay.
these were the posters that he put up in his room, and these are
Okay.
all like the projects that he loved growing up,
Uh-huh.
and you know, but the one thing that people might not know is uh these projects he like directly took influences from some of these projects and these rappers and so some of the sounds and the flow patterns and things like that, and he used it in this
Mm.
uh, in this album. So for
Mm.
example, like this is the Slim Shady LP, I believe. Is it? Hold on. No, that's Marshall Mathers, I think. Yeah, it's Marshall Mathers LP one. It's kind of blurry, but I could tell it's Marshall Mathers LP one. So he used, Eminem back in the day, used like the Slim Shady flow. So that
Mm-hmm.
on on the song "Who the Is You," Cole also used the Slim Shady flow on the second verse.
It's like a tribute to everyone, right? Like credits.
He's a huge see. Though that's why I love him as much as I love him,
Mm-hmm.
because he's like a real fan of this thing
Mm.
here. Like, and you could tell that he's a real fan because like, who's gonna take the time to do those things, right? Like, he took this picture and he used that as his back cover, and now he's using like taking things from the picture and putting it onto the. Come on, it's just. Man, I could go on and on about that. I can go on and on about it, man. But have you listened to it?
No, I haven't. Like the entire album, no. Like the song that I sent you,
Uh-huh.
that one, yes. So I like that song. That's why I sent it to you. Right, but then
Oh,
you told me, oh, it's his last. It might be his last album, and you, like, throughout your road trip when you went for the conference, you were
yeah.
just listening to that, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
I was like, oh,
yeah.
okay.
So he keeps saying it's. I think it's. So it's been his last album. Like it's been. That's what he's been saying for like
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
almost like I think like 7 years now. Something. It's like it's been a long time. He actually
Yeah.
teased this album like a long time ago. So um, so it's been his last album, but now he changed it to the verbiage now is it's intended to be my last album. So I don't know
Mm.
if it's actually his last album or not, but we'll see.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll see.
we'll
Any other
see.
songs you heard is it like apart from him?
That I like a lot. Let's see.
Because it's been a while we did this solo episode thing, right? So
Right.
we need updates, man.
We do need updates. I I couldn't tell you, man. It's hard because I'm so behind on my
Hmm.
music right now. But I can. You want me to say like a project, or you want me to say a song?
A song.
Corleone by Millies and Joyner Lucas.
Okay.
I love this song. This is a really cool song, and I'm behind on my music consumption, so I made a folder. I made a folder
Mm-hmm.
called Catch Up,
Mm-hmm.
and this folder just has it says 580 tracks. It has all the songs that like I just dump all the songs that I need to listen to. Like any new music that comes out, I just throw it into this folder, into
Mm-hmm.
this playlist per se, I guess. But so it's just all the songs that I need to listen to. So projects, singles, EPs. Shout out to Exit 122. That's actually uh or actually Dr. Tony Moravle. So Mr. Moravle, Mr. Tony
Mm-hmm.
has a
Yeah.
PhD. So
Oh.
he's actually Dr. Moravle. So Doctor, I Mr. Huddy saw that on the when we were looking at the attendee list
Uh-huh.
for this last conference that we just went to, the
Mm-hmm.
LIC conference. We saw Mr. Tony had to excuse himself due to a family emergency, but there was we saw like his name, Tony Moravle, PhD. And I was like, what? Anyway,
Damn.
so Exit 122 is his son's band,
Mm-hmm.
and they make some good stuff. I got a few of their songs saved. They have a song called Cicada off their
Mm-hmm.
project True North. I like that. They had another song that they made called All I Want for Christmas Is You. That was like their Christmas album that they made for I think 2024 Christmas. So I got
Mm-hmm.
those songs saved. Love their cover art. I love like the way they make their cover art is really cool. So that's
Yeah.
songs called Tickets to Xbox Live, which is a cool name. I mean, anytime video games get incorporated, I get excited. But I like their stuff because, like, look, their band name is Exit 122, so they kind of like stuff it in there, like different letters they
Mm-hmm.
highlight, and then
Mm-hmm.
they got the song name and stuff like that. So, anyway, so yeah, if I had to pick one song though, again, I know I'm going off track so much. I just get excited whenever I get whenever I'm talking to Nishant, and I like get off course. But, I'd have to say Corleone by Millie's and Jordan Lucas. The song is cool. The beat's fire. Millie's
Mm-hmm.
and Jordan Lucas are both fire. I love both their voices. Millie's has a really cool voice. So you got a song you want to put us on to? Is there a song that you could tell me about that I don't know?
Let's talk about. It's called Killa Classic
Oh, I love
by
that song.
Nam Sujal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Nam Sujal is just he's different, man.
Yeah.
Like compared to if you listen to most of Indian hip hop artists, Nam Sujal is built different, right? His
Hmm.
verses, his the way he raps,
Hmm.
okay, and he can rhyme just by making sounds, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't even have to.
that's fire.
He
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't even have to spit words, man. He can just make sounds and just rhyme,
yeah.
verses or like
That's
that. I think
wonderful.
that's one song I would recommend everyone. Yeah.
That's one thing. I just love the creativity that comes out of Desi hip hop because there's
Mm-hmm.
things that they'll do. Well, because they have a chip on their shoulder, right?
Yeah.
It's they have to, if they rap in English, it's not their first language, so they have
Mm-hmm.
to, you have to go harder. They
Yeah.
have to work harder. They have to go harder. They can't mess up. They just have to keep
Mm-hmm.
going and just make sure everything is correct and rhymes. And to be able to do it in multiple languages is just it's insane. So I love Nam Sujal.
And
Definitely.
I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, but Hindi and other Indian languages, okay, like the uh, the number of words and synonyms is more compared to English. I think English is a bit difficult because you still have limited words, but in Hindi there are these local languages and different uh, regions, right?
Yeah.
And
So
different words. So
there's more. There's definitely more you can pull from. So
yeah.
then you can pull off things that you wouldn't. And I think that's just the beauty of language in general, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
sounds. There's sounds and there's just sounds and noises that you make with language that might not be the same in other parts of
Hmm.
the world. Or letters might you could twist letters different ways and it can mean different things and things like that.
Hmm.
So it's just, I mean, it's so impressive and it's really cool. I think my favorite thing is when they say something or do something in one of the languages that actually might mean one thing in Hindi, but it actually they're trying to appeal to like people that speak English. Like they'll
Yeah.
say things that make sense in English, but they'll say it in
Mhm.
Hindi, and it's
Yeah.
just so like for example, or like they'll mix the two. So like one of my favorite bars from Sidhu Moosewala is
Mhm.
rest in peace, rest in power. That he goes on his song 0 to 100. It's one of my favorite songs produced by Mercy. It's fire. It's on the No Name EP. It's really cool. He says Kade kade kama menu kam kare soniye. So kade kama. So like kade
Mhm.
kade kama menu kam kare soniye. So like he's talking about like uh sometimes I eat like you know, a big thing in India is opium. So like afim is like a big thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Kabe kabe kama menu kam kare soniye. So like
Mm.
sometimes he'll use this drug and it calms him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like kama menu kam kare soniye. So like he's just like
Yes.
That's so hard. You know what I'm saying? So I love things like that, and you can't just do that only with English. You
Mm.
need another language to be able to do that. But not everyone
Yes.
caught
Yes.
that bar, right? I have
Yeah.
people still debating me about that bar to this day. I have a family member that's just he can't see it. Like his brain it doesn't like allow him to like understand that. So I'm like, but it's one of those things, man. Rap is the most important thing in the world, man. What? Stream the fall off. I almost this thing almost slid off. This like a cover on top. So everybody, please do yourself a favor and stream the fall off. Okay,
Mhm.
it's I should,
And J. Cole, if you're watching, you can come to our podcast if you want.
yeah. Oh man, Mr. Jermaine Lamarco, you have a free ticket to this podcast anytime. You can take over the podcast. I will gladly allow you to be in my place with Nishant,
Mhm.
and I will be the guest. You take my seat, man. Take everything. Take my life savings. I'm playing. But no, it's just yeah. Everybody, stream the fall off.
Mm.
Just have to put it in my square like this. So.
Yeah.
Is that in there? Is that good frame? Is that framed well?
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Stream the fall off, man. I love this album. This is my favorite album at the moment.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just I love it so much. Everything that he did, you could tell that he really cares about the culture and like everything. All the like everything that you could do as a lyricist, he did. Like
Mhm.
he did the perspective raps. He rapped from people's perspectives. He did the concept like rap in reverse. He did the like the fall off is inevitable. He's rapping from his death to his birth, like backwards. So he
Yeah.
says like, there's a bar on there. Instead of saying, you know how you say I do when you get married,
Mhm.
he says, do I? Took the wedding
Mm.
off her finger and then I walked back down the aisle in the era of dirt. Like the whole
That's
song is
genius.
like that. He raps in reverse with
Mhm.
the same rhyme scheme the whole time. And there's a music video for that actually, so please check it out. It's called when he dropped the music video, it's called Disc 2 Track 2, but it's the song is actually the fall off is inevitable. But he did, I mean, he did everything. He interpolated DMX flips. He did like a on I think it was on Life Sentence, so he did a DMX song. He did that for the hook. He brought back PD Pablo for I think another song called can't, man, there's just so much. He raps from a fan's perspective on Quick Stop. He talking about like a fan ran into him at the gas station, so he acted like he's like, are you J. Cole? And then he like acted like he rapped about like him not being J.
Mhm.
Cole, but then the fans like, no, you're J. Cole, you've changed my life, you made me, and it's just like he just does. He learned the guitar for this. He plays the
Mhm.
guitar on this album. Um, dude, there's just too much, man. There's like I honestly like it's my favorite. You have to listen to that. Just listen to the album, bro. Listen to the album, please. Do
I
yourself
will. I will right now.
okay.
After the shoot, I'll do.
All right, good.
I think
So
we're towards the end. We'll shoot
yeah,
another one very soon, guys, and with a lot of exciting guests coming up.
yes. We're towards the end of our I think we've exhausted all the people that we were gonna like. Now we're getting in the territory now where we're talking to people that we've never talked to before.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
genuine, organic uh conversations. Not to say that the other conversations were genuine or organic. What I mean to say is they're the first times we're talking or seeing these people also.
Yeah.
So you're getting that initial
Hmm.
conversation or connection that we have, and I think I think there's a value in that's just priceless that we can,
Hmm.
so quantify. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that was Nishant's head nod, like, yo, all right, land the plane, buddy. Let me get out of jail first, man.
Yeah.
So
Next time you'll see Rana in orange clothes.
with the navy
He's
blue
promoting the jail and the butter chicken spot. So,
and iCover direct, you know what I'm
and I
saying?
quote right. Yeah.
Q ad. I'm playing. Oh,
Hi again. I know you're pissed off looking at me or Rana or both of us trying to sell life insurance or just trying to sell ICO direct to you. But let me be honest. It's the best thing you can do in 2026. Get a life insurance policy for your loved ones right now. Protect their future for any mishaps in the future. You have no idea, right? Life is unexpected. So go to icoverdirect.com, answer a few medical questions, answer a few personal questions, and you'll have a life insurance policy in just 5 minutes. You don't have to give any medical exams. You can ignore all the documents, all the paperwork, everything, and no agents, right? Just you, your phone, and your loved ones. And back to the show.
take care, y'all. I love doing these solo episodes. There's a sense of limitlessness that comes with it. There's like a sense of freedom, rather, I guess, because we could just talk about whatever we want to talk about. It doesn't necessarily have to relate to
Hmm.
guests, And so, anyway, um, Mr. Jermaine Cole, if you're watching, yes, please come to the iCover podcast. As the Trump has extended the invite now, I'm also uh, asking. But hopefully one day. I dapped him up already. I didn't even wash my hand for like the longest time after this until I forgot. I was like, oh no, I washed my hand. No. So
Oh man. Okay.
all right. He's doing a
Sure.
Trump stop tour. He's going around the nation right now with this
Mm-hmm.
team, and he's going I don't know. It seems like they're saying that he might like I don't know how many stops he's gonna do, but right now he's just in his state, like or around his state. Like I think he's in South Carolina now, but I hope he makes it this way. And he's doing
Mm.
a stop and he's selling CDs outside of his trunk. So like he doesn't tell the location, he just shows up, and then you have to
Mm-hmm.
just know where they'll take a video like, oh, we're here, and then fans just like go, and then like he's selling CDs from his trunk. So it's like I
Yeah.
already bought the CD, but I'm gonna buy another one, but I forget. I'm saying. But yeah, y'all. Anyway, take care.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, all of the above. We appreciate shooting these episodes for you just as much as we appreciate you listening to them. So, or watching them rather. So, until next time.
Peace.